Marc Casadó's story reads like a small-scale drama playing out inside one of football's largest theatres. A boy raised in La Masia who now finds himself at the centre of a very grown-up dilemma. The academy polished him into a combative, intelligent midfielder, the sort of player coaches praise in training because he does the hard work the headlines forget. And yet that same upbringing has left him with a fierce loyalty to the crest on his chest. Official profiles and club pages still list him as one of Barca's own, a name that suggests continuity and promise. But promise collides with reality. Barcelona's midfield is crowded with established stars and evolving talents. Managers build systems around certain names, minutes are finite, and coaches must balance development with immediate results. The arrival of seasoned internationals and the emergence of younger options have squeezed the rotation, leaving players like Casadó staring at a calendar full of training but an uncertain slate of competitive minutes. Sources close to the club suggest there is clarity inside the dressing room. Casadó is valued for his attitude and professionalism, even if he's not yet the automatic pick for big fixtures. That valuation has not gone unnoticed. Reports from Spain and England indicate genuine transfer interest, with sides across the Premier League and La Liga monitoring his situation, and concrete offers circulating in the background. Clubs who want a hungry, homegrown trained midfielder see him as the perfect blend of price and potential. Whispers of a €30 million valuation have become louder in recent days, and that figure, whether final or just headline fodder, forces Barcelona into a straightforward but painful question. Promise the pathway to minutes or accept money that could be reinvested elsewhere? From a player's perspective, the choice is equally stark. Stay and fight for a place under a manager who admires his work ethic but currently prioritises others, or move to a club where the starting spot might be a near certainty. The human element is brutal. Loyalty to the shirt that raised you versus the career arc every young professional secretly maps in their head. Casadó has publicly signalled his desire to remain and his belief that he can compete. Behind the scenes, however, the relentless logic of squad building and the ticking of the transfer window create pressure that can tilt even the most sentimental hearts. On the tactical side, the calculus is simple. Barcelona must protect depth while also ensuring players get the game time they need to grow. For Flick and his staff, selecting a midfield that can deliver in La Liga and Europe means choosing a core and defining the edges. If Casadó remains on the fringes, the club risks stunting a player who could become indispensable. Yet if they let him go, they could free up resources and reduce congestion in the pecking order. That trade-off between immediate clarity and long-term payoff is exactly the kind of dilemma football directors dread. The suitors are not abstract, they are clubs with deep pockets, different tactical demands, and the ability to offer Casadó a clearer role. The Premier League in particular has made it plain that it admires his profile, a combative, technically comfortable defensive midfielder who can anchor transitions and shield space. A move there would mean adaptation and exposure, perhaps the fastest route to regular minutes and international recognition. But it would also mean leaving the cradle of his footballing identity for a foreign stadium, new culture and new pressure. So now, an imminent meeting between Barcelona and the player becomes the linchpin. The club needs clarity to finalise its own transfer strategy. Casadó needs assurances about playing time or a clear path to a new club where he won't be left waiting. The way this conversation goes will ripple through Barcelona's roster decisions and through Casadó's career narrative. Will he stay to become another homegrown success story who blooms against the odds? Or will he accept a move that accelerates his playing minutes but severs the daily link with the club that formed him? There's a cinematic symmetry to the moment. The academy boy, the towering club, the market forces circling like vultures. But beneath the headlines, this is simple human work. A young man at a career crossroads, trusted enough to attract buyers and uncertain enough to need reassurance. The coming days will tell us whether Barcelona bets on internal development or chooses the certainty of transfer business. And whether Casadó's next chapter will be written at Camp Nou or on the shirt of a new team, where his number of minutes, not his memories, finally define him.